Subscribe for your girl Obico. Biggie organized house meeting chaired by MSHINI. A lot has happened and a lot more will happen. I will talk about it as the video progresses. Housemates know the thing where they go on because they are all sleepy, waiting they up. They are just spectators as a lot did happen. MSHINI finally went to bed. She's cried her eyes out. Uyanda, Mandy, JOJO in the pool, and you have Uyanda telling Mandy that the meeting was meant to embarrass MSHINI, but she does not know about it, and they laughed. They had a lot to talk about, but it was on low tone without microphones, and it's difficult to tell. MSHINI is finally awake. Camera picks on those in the locker room, and they are having conversations. Uyanda, who had just returned from the bedroom, went like, I'm going to the garden. She's going there. I'm going to sit right where she is. Look at her in the face and eat my food and watch her gossip about me. And Mandy, JOJO began to laugh, and Pilile also laughed, and they said this one is full of wahala, and he proceeded to go to the garden whilst JOJO, Mandy were stretching to watch him go outside. Now you have girl in the kitchen before going outside, and boy BK, who was sleeping on her bed earlier, told her that I wouldn't want to see you ever cry again. Let this be the last. When I get evicted and I'm out of this show, if you cry, I'm going to see it and I wouldn't like it. So let it go and let no one bother you again. Inzuku, Muzi, Nate, and Swiss in a conversation. They're talking about outside, they're talking about work, they're talking about money, they're talking about good luck, wishes. And Nate is saying that with her, when something good is coming her way, she somehow sees it. And earlier she didn't know. So it begins with she beginning to lose money. Like the little she got on her, she'll begin to lose it. And sometimes it's annoying when it is extreme. But she's grown enough to know that those things are just the preceding events to victory coming her way. And another did happen. It was quite massive. She lost different money, different timing in a day. And she was that messed up. Like, where money day for me to even be missing it? And finally doors opened and she came to Biggie's house. So whatever that she goes through, whenever she's in anything that is uptight for her, she remembers that these curvy situations will lead to a straightening line for her tomorrow. So she chills chin and she leaves it for nature God to take care of it. MSHINI walked in and they checking on her, asking how she's doing and her sleep. She says she's okay. Inzuku went like, why didn't you tell Uyanda what we heard? And she said, oh, leave that one. When I was even telling him that I heard my name twice, he said he didn't mention my name, so I did not want to even talk about that one. I'm like, girl. So, hey, I thought they didn't even hear when they were passing because the conversation had ended when MSHINI came to, boy, you heard something and you were looking. Okay, so let me wrap this thing up. MSHINI is just now realizing that Uyanda is playing games. But Uyanda knew MSHINI from Sunday coming, and he has been setting the table in the presence of his enemies, like MSHINI the enemy, waiting for her to fall in the trap and crash her. So it is what it is. Boy just nailed it on the head. Like, we got her. That is the situation. And like I said, a game is a game. Now you have Sweet Guluva also helping shave her of some housemaid. They looking late. Abubo looking neat. Goes to show his body to JOJO and Mandy. Having some conversations with Mandy. And Mandy saying, oh, my man, need to look good. And saying that Guluva should be absorbed as one of the people who work during the weekend in Biggie's house. And the rest of the housemates who were in the locker room agreed to that. JOJO is gushing over Sweet Guluva, a conversation she's having with Mandy, saying that she's likely to marry a Zulu man and she needs to rehearse on how to be walking like the Zulu's man's wife, saying that any day, anytime, Guluva looks sweet, beautiful, handsome, and smells good. And Mandy said, yeah, he always smells good. Like those two. Now, boy shaving her, girl goes closer, they are in conversation. Boy wants his beard dyed. and you have girl applying the hair dye in the beard and making sure to mousse it in and using the brush. Then she is the one to also wash it with shampoo. I'm like, it's okay to apply, but he cannot just put his jaw down and rinse his own thing and ask girl, how does it look like? Okay, no wahala. So girl had to wash it. And in all these instances, their nose are just locked, but their lips are not locked. I'm like, hey, okay, no wahala. Now, the thing is dried, it is washed, then just drying it with a towel. They don't have blower, so they're just using the towel. And that one too self, it is JoJo doing it for boy. And boy's head on her breast and repeatedly, and she over the moon, like she's just relaxed and the head is on and he's resting comfortably and she's just grinding her teeth. I'm like, what just happened? But no wahala, because girl is also in her office doing her job. That is what I want to say. But it's internet people for me. At a point, you have Guluva even saying that you seem to be afraid. Girl said, no. Are you okay? Boy said, yeah, do it. So boy had to even hold the towel too. Because maybe, I don't know why that sentence came from boy. So he was just putting the head and relax. I never knew when you go to the salon, that is where you need to put your head for your hair to be dried. And Guluva knows where his head was. This is it. We all go to the salon, and if somebody want to dry your hair, is that it? There is a difference between washing. If you're washing or you're applying a dye, it's possible there will be closeness, but the drying, the towel drying too, one had to relax on. Chill. But myself, I'm not begrudging them because this is a game house. The problem is internet, fans, and their biased narrative. When it does not favor them, they will just be cooking stories in comments. But they said JoJo is desperate. Only 2 different pages of Ashley are feeling like Guluva is doing it with his eyes opened. Almost every tweet, JoJo. I'm like, did JoJo call Guluva? Come, let me do this for you. Hey, Omo, when they do too much. Anyway, he's looking good. Girl is happy. The client is happy. Whom am I to complain? I am nobody and I cannot complain. Anyway, so more conversations here. You have MSHINI also tying her hair and beginning to cook magic. And JoJo is quite surprised. Like, what are you doing? You must as well cut and shave your hair. And girl went like, oh, I'm doing something. I just hope it turns out well. And it did turn out well. Girl is also getting her hair dyed. And BK looking at her and going, baby, you look like it. Girl is like, maybe I'm just trying to match it up with your shirt. The yellow one. It was then boy was conscious of what he was wearing. Then Nate went like, you see, they are flirting. You see? And they burst out laughing. Anyway, Nate is also cooking and kissing boy by the hand. And boy is saying, why are you doing it now? I begged you for it earlier. And girl, I think she didn't know camera was there. And now she's just stuttering and she doesn't want to continue the conversation. Boy said, what do you want to say? She said, oh, earlier maybe I was busy or I was just occupied, Boy said, being occupied has nothing to do with you not doing it. I don't know whether he could not see the camera because of where he was standing, but girl could see it. MSHINI, after getting her hair done, looked for Mandy to go talk to her and say that I'm sorry if I offended you. Girl, it's like, I'm okay. They hacked it out. And she said, but the honest truth is, I did not involve you because whatever that you said and whatever that I heard, you did not say anything back. So she opened up now to Mandy. And Mandy said, maybe you need to listen next time, baby girl. And they hacked. Now, you have Mandy going to have conversation with CP Sile and saying that she's even confused because this one does not listen. Then the back and forth of it, she doesn't even know the game that they are playing. And CP Sile is saying that, yeah, it's understandable, baby girl. It's understandable. If you are confused, just relax and don't get too involved and see how things will happen. And she said, okay, you have JoJo telling Mandy, that girl, I nearly kissed Guluva. She's like, where, how? In his bed? Girl is like, no. He called me not long ago to do something for him. She said, where was I? You didn't call me. She said, you have no idea. We were this close, this close. He was on me. He was lying like this. I was doing this. And girl said, oh, would you have done that? She's like, not really. I don't know. But that was what was on my mind. But I couldn't have done it without consent. But we were this close. Girl is like, how did he feel? Do you think he would have resisted? Girl is like, you can never tell. But I don't know. I just feel somehow. I think I've fallen for him. I don't know how he feels, but something is not right with me. I'm like, girl, I understand. Me self, I know say something is equally not right with Guluva. Whatever game that he's playing, make him not get burnt. Waiting. And people want to blame JOJO that she's desperate. Fans, when they do too much, it's either you don't blame the two and say that, oh, this is a housemate helping another housemate. It's not that deep. But to want to single and lash at the lady saying, she does not respect herself, she's going for another man's woman. How about the man who got a woman and putting in head, even with drying of the hair self, he needs to rest on somebody's boobs. But it's not that deep at the end of the day. Whilst watching the streaming, somebody said, Cocomelon, she is just thinking of what next to do. So she wakes up and she gets her hair half cooked, looking like this. I thought it's beautiful. To wanting it all dyed. And of course, trust Melino to be there for her as far as her hair is concerned. And forever I'm available to your beck and call. So it's also there. Hey! Anyway, Izuku helping to blow dry, and this is how she looks. You're taking the comment section at you.